Are all partner Leomon cursed to be deleted? So spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but in episode 32 of Digimon Beatbreak, it was revealed in a flashback that Maki's partner Digimon was Ice Leomon. And like most Leomon in the show, it was unfortunately deleted. Which made me wonder how many partner Leomon have been deleted. Because outside of the anime, there are quite a few people who are partnered to the Leomon species. So I thought I'd go over them in this video along with their Digivolutions if, you know, they even got the chance to Digivolve. Though I do want to mention I won't be counting any Leomon that fall under the category of support Digimon. An example would be Yuko's BonchoLeomon in Cyber Sleuth, since that Digimon only appears when you battle her, but not in any cutscenes or team-up battles with her, unlike her partner GrappLeomon. Now to start things off, we will obviously begin with none other than the original Leomon itself. Leomon has had 5 tamers, being Ma Xinglong, if I pronounced that correctly, Jerry, Kaito, and 2 unnamed characters from Kizuna and Project 2021. Of the 5, only 2 have had their partners deleted, being Ma Xinglong and Jerry. Well, kinda. You see, Ma Xinglong was originally partnered to Dark Tyrannomon, who digivolved to Metal Tyrannomon, but during one of the last battles of Battle Digital Monster, his Metal Tyrannomon was deleted. But it's then, from what I can tell, reincarnated as a Leomon and wins that fight. That's why I said kinda, cause yes, his partner was deleted. Just not when it was Leomon, which is kinda weird to say. Now since Kaito will show up again later in this video, I'll quickly go over the nameless Digidestin that appeared in Kizuna, since their partner Gazemon digivolves into Leomon. The next Leomon is the colder version of the last one, Ice Leomon. Now Ice Leomon is just partnered to Maki at the time being, and like I said at the beginning of this video, it has been deleted. Well, to say Maki is Ice Leomon's only partner is a little untrue, since before they met, Ice Leomon was partnered to someone else that was killed by the Digimon that would later delete them. And during their first conversation, Maki mentions that she was partnered to a Digimon before teaming up with Ice Leomon, meaning we still don't know who Maki's original partner was. Next up is a Leomon with a Cyclone kick, GrappLeomon. GrappLeomon has 2 tamers, Asuka and Kaito, who we saw earlier, and luckily for them, neither of the GrappLeomon were deleted. Though, while still mind-controlled, Asuka did abandon hers, and to my knowledge, I don't think they ever reunited, but I could be wrong about that, because there's also the chance that during the second battle you have against her, her GrappLeomon could have digivolved into the Boltmon she used in that fight, since the in-game character's Digimon don't have to follow the same Digivolution routes that the player character's Digimon do. Now, since I did mention him again, let me go over Kaito's partner, that being Electmon, whose champion, ultimate, and mega levels are Leomon, GrappLeomon, and Heavy Leomon. Now, not only did Kaito's Leomon live during both seasons of Re-Arise, it is also the only one so far to have a complete Rookie to Mega line. The next Leomon is the only ultimate at the moment that's a quadrupedal, LoaderLeomon. LoaderLeomon is only partnered to one person at the moment, being Daigo, and their LoaderLeomon lived. Though I do need to mention that for a long while, LoaderLeomon was still called LoaderLeomon, especially when Daigo showed up, so maybe that's why I got lucky and wasn't deleted? Unless they decided they wanted to mix things up and instead of the Digimon they would, well, you know. Now Daigo's partner really represents the phrase lions, tigers, and bears oh my, because LoaderLeomon's or LoaderLeomon's mega level is Baihumon and rookie level is Bearmon, and they were revealed in this order. I do want to say that Daigo here isn't just one of the original Digidestin before Tai's group, he's also the original Gogglehead as well, making him the only one whose Digimon isn't reptilian anyway, related to fire, or have its mega become a armored reptilian humanoid thing. Which makes me want a movie or mini-season covering the original Digidestin even more. I mean, we know how the journey ends, it'd just be nice to see how it got there. Also, I know Haru's Gachamon isn't reptilian, but it's specifically an Atmon, which is why I didn't count it. The next Leomon is the first of the Bonchos, BonchoLeomon. Now, BonchoLeomon has 2 partners, being Spencer Damon and Furaru, and of these 2, only Spencer's was deleted, I think. So with the whole Spencer's life force being in BonchoLeomon's body when they sacrifice themselves to take down King Drazel, who's in Spencer's body, is a little confusing, because when the sacrifice plan failed and King Drazel needed to be defeated later, Spencer in his own body returned while BonchoLeomon is nowhere to be seen. Meaning either BonchoLeomon was the only one to be deleted during the sacrifice, which is kinda messed up, or that BonchoLeomon is somehow alive and decided not to reappear. But given the anime's track record, I'm thinking it's the former. With that said though, Spencer's BonchoLeomon does have a Digivolution of sorts, with it mode changing into BonchoLeomon Burst Mode, which is the only burst mode at the moment that's basically exclusive to the anime. The next Leomon is the heaviest of them all, Heavy Leomon, which at the moment is only partner to Kaito, who we already talked about. So let's just move on to the final Leomon, the one that represents darkness, Kaiser Leomon, or as I better know him as, GrappLeomon. If you're wondering where Saber Leomon is, they're still not a partner at the time of this recording. I know in the D-Power toy, Jerry's Leomon can turn into it, but that's not canon and can easily be retconned away, so it doesn't count. Now at the moment, GrappLeomon only has one partner, being Koichi, who they digivolve from. And even though they digivolve from a human, well, technically Koichi never beast spirit evolved into GrappLeomon, they only ever slide evolved into it from Leomon. Either way, Koichi was deleted. And they were able to do this because Koichi's physical body was never in the digital world, just his consciousness. Now when Koichi first spirit evolves, he turns into the corrupted spirits of darkness, Duskmon and Volgamon. But when the spirits get purified, he turns into Leomon and GrappLeomon. With that all said though, what were the total results of the partner Leomon who were and were not deleted? Out of the 11 partner Leomon, 5 ended up being deleted and 6 ended up living. Unless you don't count Mazing Long's Leomon as being deleted, then 4 were deleted and 7 lived. This just means that if you get partnered with a Leomon outside of the anime, you're basically guaranteed at this point that they won't be deleted. If you get partnered to a Leomon in the anime, however, best of luck. Now there is a chance I may have missed a character who is partnered to a Leomon. Like if anyone is partnered to one in New Century, I wouldn't really know about it since I have a hard time knowing what is going on in that game. I also came across the names of 2 characters being Guy and Yankov. I just know that they're not from the anime, so their partners are most likely alive. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and hype up the video. Also, leave a comment down below, like, does anyone else think it's kind of messed up that Tri brought back Leomon just to permanently delete him? Since when a Digimon is deleted in the human world in Adventure, it's apparently gone forever. That's the reason why Wizardmon is basically a ghost and was never reborn. But after saying that though, if you'd like to see another video that has a Leomon in it, I would suggest my previous video where I showed my friend who's basically an anime only fan the fusion spirits that weren't in Frontier. So we're not doing Corrupted Darkness.
Why not?
Well, technically though, I'll get to that. There's Leomon, Koichi Human Darkness, non-corrupted.
There we go.
And then GrappLeomon, corrupted beast, not dark. Yeah, that.
That one.
And then combined together make Rihaimon?
Interesting. So,
Or if you'd like to watch another video that's kinda in this style, I guess, I would recommend my video going over all the explorers and their Pokemon from Pokemon Horizons. Link to those videos will be in the description. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Until next time, bye guys!